Texas!
He's a 10.
I choose this family.
Hey guys, and welcome to episode 70 of 911 Lone Star Roundup. I'm one of your hosts, EJ, and with me are my lovely co-hosts, Katie.
Hi guys.
And Grace.
Howdy, everyone.
Today, we're back. It's been several months since we hit the record button, and we thought it was a good time to come back, catch up with you guys, let you guys know what we've been up to, and talk about what we've been watching, share plans for the podcast, and just have a little bit of a chat, just to kind of get the ball rolling on some recordings here, because we know that Lone Star is coming back soon, and we want to be ready.
Yeah.
So, does anybody want to share their updates first? Silence. Crickets. Okay. This is how it's going. I can totally start, but
I mean, it makes more sense.
You can start if you want.
All right, I can totally start. So yeah, I've done a lot since we last recorded. I think in fact the last recording was like the last day in my apartment. So I moved across the state of Washington. I'm now living in Spokane, which is 5 hours difference, space-wise, because Washington's a huge state. Still doing a similar job, just for different people, and living with a friend of mine who I've known for about 7 years. Her and I actually do the podcast for our other podcast that I do, and the editor-in-chief of a publishing company now. So that's changing, and slowly we're getting more and more clients and more work, and doing websites and books. So I'm keeping busy but having fun, like making dreams come true. And like I get to podcast, and I get to like be an editor and formatter and writer and publisher, and this is awesome. Yeah, so I've had a lot go on. A lot of like crazy things have gone on this last, like, I don't know, it feels like it's been a lot longer than just a few months, but yeah, that's kind of been my summer, I guess you could say, here in the US.
Yeah, I guess I'll go next. I don't know, like I didn't really have it that much exciting going on. Like I really don't. I was like, yeah, I'm not really, like, it's not that interesting. I don't know. I just worked a lot, I guess during this time off, and I have other things I do outside of here. So I did those things like TikToking, YouTubing, that kind of things and stuff. I don't know. I guess exciting things is I hit 20K on TikTok, probably like before December. So that was exciting.
Big milestone.
Yeah, it is. And I don't know, just hanging out. I don't know. Nothing's really happening right now. So I'm just like, I don't know.
That is fair. Oh man. I've had a lot happening. Well, over the summer I worked all the time. And I still work all the time.
Same.
I work like 30-hour weeks, which is fine when it comes when I was in summer, because I didn't have school. But I'm currently in my last year of college, soon to move on in the process of being a firefighter. Whoop, whoop. I'm very excited for that to happen, but wrapping up my final year, I have absolutely no time for myself. And if that was not enough, I am officer in 2 school clubs, including organizing a giant party later on this month for the entire fucking school. There we go. Grace's first curse word of the episode of the season.
I love it.
Everyone missed
We're
me,
getting
obviously.
off started right. Yes.
Yeah. So there's that. Man, just writing a lot. I just don't have time for a lot nowadays, but I still manage to find time to get perhaps a little too invested in some fandoms. So there's that too.
And you mentioned writing, and I just realized, like, today's like the 3rd day of NaNoWriMo that we're recording this, so I'm doing that again. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make 50,000 words this month. It's been crazy, and I haven't really gotten a ton of writing done, but I'm doing this.
Yay! I want to do NaNoWriMo someday, but I don't have time to write 50K.
It's only 16,067 words a day.
I could never. I don't write long stuff.
No.
So I could never.
Yeah, I mean, that would be the perfect perfect time to start writing my original trilogy, but I don't have time.
Mm-hmm.
After all, I have schedule and procrastinating time too. So, like, there's that.
All right. Okay, so you don't have time to, I'm assuming you don't have time to watch TV. But
Barely.
so have you seen any movies from the summer that you liked?
Oh, so I actually have gone to the movie a couple times over the summer. So, and well, especially actually over the fall. I saw the new movie Bros, which for
Oh,
anyone
nice.
who does not know, it is the first major production gay rom-com to come out.
I want to see that so bad. Luke
Oh
McFarlane is
yes.
in it. I have been a fan of his for years. I am so
He's
proud of
hot.
him. Yes, he is. And I've been saying that forever. And he's a silver fox as far as I'm concerned. And I want to see it so bad. I keep seeing people talking about it. I'm like, I want to go see this movie.
Here's the thing, I'm not a rom-com person, though I think I'm going into it a little bit more. I'm not a rom-com person, so I was a little on the fence the first half of the movie. Like, I enjoyed it, especially as a queer person myself. Like, I enjoyed what I enjoyed the humor. I enjoyed just frankly the gayness of everything. But like halfway through, it really picked up acting, plot wise, like everything just really caught on. I actually cried once, and I wasn't sure I was actually. So I won't give any spoilers, but it was so damn good, and I wanted to see it in theaters again, but I think it's gone out of theaters. I know they're calling it a box office fail, but it's a good movie. You should watch it. Everyone should watch it. I would recommend. It's not family friendly, so keep that in mind. Considering like, do you have little kids around or your younger siblings who will be probably will like it far more than you, but that's different. Or your parents will be scandalized for life. So depending on our listeners, just keep an eye out, but it's good. So I've watched that. I watched Tickets to Paradise, which was really good. Julia Roberts, George Clooney. Mwah. Yeah, what else have I gotten to? Over summer I had more time, but I think I watched a lot of Star Wars.
Okay.
I think that's what I watched during summer. So if I come up with anything else, I'll let you know. But I'm gonna pass the baton over to you guys.
Katie, anything you've watched over the summer, movies or TV shows?
Yeah, so I have a whole list of things I watch. I have a whole list of things I'm currently watching, but that could be a topic for like a little bit later.
Oh yeah.
So over the summer, I watched Heartstopper, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I finally watched that. My brother's been like, you need to watch it for like years. And I finally watched all 8 seasons.
Oh gosh. Okay.
And then I watched Love Victor season 3. I watched the Pretty Little Liars Original Sin spinoff thingy. Not really. I watched In the Dark season 4, and I think that's it for everything I watched. I had like more on my list that I wanted to watch, and I'm like already building my list for next summer.
Right.
But that's a fair amount.
Yeah.
That's fair, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've watched different movies on like different streaming services. So we don't have cable. Like I don't know. I just feel like I don't need cable anymore. We can get everything streaming and now in some way, I have my go-tos, but there's a couple that I watched that's pretty good. And then I think there's a couple of TV shows that we started watching, my roommate and I. And the first one is Cal Fire. No, it's not Cal Fire. I want to say it's Cal Fire because I think that was originally what it was. It's Fire Country. Billy Burke is in it playing a fire chief. Gee.
Yeah, we watch it.
And it's like, okay, so I was watching. Yeah, so it's a really good series. There was a lot of twists in that first episode, and at the end, like, I'm usually, given like the writing experience I have and all the writers I know and stuff, can usually pick up kind of the direction they're going to take a character. And then at the end, there's like this big twist. And I'm like, I honestly did not see that coming.
Yeah.
And Billy Burke is in it. He plays kind of your typical like crotchety old captain. And I was like, there's other cast members in there that I really love too. Diane Farr is in there, and I've been a fan of hers for a long time. She was in Numbers. She was in the original Roswell series, not New Mexico. Yeah, those are the two main ones. And she's been in other movies I've watched. She's a really great actress. And then my roommate and I have been watching Alaska Daily, and it's kind of an interesting show. It's about this female who had been a New York journalist, like an investigative journalist, ends up having some problems, ends up going to Alaska and starts doing investigative journalism on the missing and murdered Indigenous women. And I'm like, yes, we need to have more like light on that problem because it happens so much. My friend and I had taken a course online by the University of Alberta about the Native people of Canada, and also have learned a lot about the Native people of the US. And like, we need to have more like recognition of what's actually going on out there. Yeah. So those are the two like big shows I've been watching, or not big, they're new this season. And I really like, I know we went to the theater a couple of times. Oh, I did see Top Gun Maverick. I actually had to watch Top Gun. Okay, I'm going to show my age. I'm 39, and I'd never seen the whole Top Gun all the way through the original. So, my roommate had to rectify that. And then we went and saw Maverick. So I got to see that. That was kind of it was a good movie. Both of them were. Yeah, that was kind of probably the big box office one that I saw. I do want to see Bros, and there's quite a few on Netflix and Hulu and Amazon Prime that I want to watch too. So
I know.
I will absolutely watch Bros with you over Zoom if you wanted. I love that.
Awesome.
We can make a movie night of it.
There we go. We'll have to do that.
Yes.
We'll have to do
Yes. Join us.
Yes. Oh my God.
We should do that. And we over the summer we did kind of chat a little bit about or a little bit on Discord. So y'all should be joining Discord so we can chat with you guys. I think Katie has the link in our description. We're not on there a ton, but we love to like chat and have conversations. So join us. And we like could totally do something with everybody.
Join the Discord with more people. We can talk more. So there's that too.
Yeah. Well, we can figure it out. I mean, we could do the house party thing that they have going. I don't know exactly how it all works, but we can figure it out. And so another topic. So as we were planning out like when we were going to come back, we was like, well, we've decided we're going to record on a certain day of the week, and then it's going to be live on our usual Mondays. And we just happened to realize that the Monday that this one's getting dropped is also Ronan's birthday. So we wanted to wish him a happy birthday while we were on here because it didn't seem right not to.
Yes. Happy birthday, Ronan.
Happy birthday. And it's so cool because like so Lone Star started in 2020, which is crazy how so much has happened in such a little amount of time.
Oh yeah.
Granted, it was January of 2020, and now we're getting ready to go into season 4 of Lone Star, and we've been doing this podcast. We're now in the 70th episode, so like that's a huge milestone for us. I'm like, I'm happy, like I'm proud of us, and I'm proud of Ronan. He's done a lot, and that boy is busy. I kid you not.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I get whiplash, like just looking at all his different things he's doing. Like wait, what? I don't know how the kid sleeps with half the things that he does, like the traveling that he does. Oh man, props to him on that.
Yeah, he does a lot, but he gets it done. He does a good job of it.
Along with some milestones for Ronan, especially the day we're recording this, yesterday, there was a big announcement of Ronan's that him and Jessica, who've been together since 2017, got married in August, and they've kind of kept it under wraps. So as the podcast, we would like to wish them big congratulations and wish them many years of happiness together.
Yeah, I was not expecting it.
Yes, I know it was cute to see and stuff.
Yeah, the pictures were cute. Yeah, they had a small ceremony. Happy. Yeah, it was a small ceremony. I guess there was only a small amount of guests, just mostly
like 30
family and a few close friends. They did it on a farm in Calgary where Jessica has family, and they'd only been engaged 2 months. So he proposed, I believe, in June, and then they got married in August. So they kind of kept it under wraps for these last few months, which I'm really surprised at because, like, Ronan is this
Ronan and secrets has a thing.
I feel like that's a way different secret. Like, there's one thing for like spoilers, but like when it's something like this, I kind of understand it. And like I'm sure they wanted like they wanted to be like married without everyone like knowing. But I do know a couple fans that have met him in person said that like they somehow knew and they congratulated him. And I'm like, I'm surprised it didn't even get out that way.
Right. Usually fans will squeal. Sorry, guys. I don't want to call you out, but there's people that will squeal.
Yeah, there are definitely people that will say it just because, but I wouldn't be surprised if some people like did suspect it. But I think there was also a period he kind of went quiet on social media, so maybe I don't know if they got from that. Either way, like
and I think reading the article, I think it did say that, they did kind of want to have it for themselves for a few months, which is totally cool. Like a lot of people want that.
A lot of people don't get that, especially celebrity wise.
Marriages are meant, you're allowed to celebrate it, and it doesn't have to be just one day. Like if you want to have it to yourself for a few months, cool, do it.
Yeah. They're meant to be for you after all.
And it's
not get married for us.
It's his private life. He can do with what he chooses.
Right.
And yes, we're fans and would love to know and support him. But if he wants to keep that private, they're allowed to do that.
Well, anyway, congratulations, Ronan and Jessica.
We're happy for them. I'm happy for them. I'm proud of them. Okay, so she's 38. He's 28, almost 29. I think that's awesome. There's usually a stigma for people who are, different. It's usually the guy is older. So I love their relationship. I love that they're happy and that they felt like they married their best friend, and that's like, amen, do it, like go for it.
That's what you need to do.
So I'm happy for him. And we've gotten some Tarlos over the summer, kind of like with some things Rafa and Ronan have done together. I know there have been a lot of pictures. There's a lot of different events they've gone to. So I'm definitely happy to see like the recognition that Tarlos is getting for, going on. And guys, Tarlos is engaged. like I remember when we were like, oh, I don't know if it's gonna happen. They broke up, what? And now
my god. And then
now they're engaged.
But like things they say make me like, excuse me. Like everything leads to a wedding. I'm over here decoding it. Like, what the hell does that mean?
Every fan just like, what does it mean? Have you got the code book? What code book? They haven't put a new edition of that out yet.
I'm like, why did you have to put that out there? I don't know what that means. Like, I'm already worried about other shows.
Yeah.
Literally every show I watch right now, I'm like, what the hell is happening?
Right.
Yeah.
Speaking of other shows and stuff, we started this podcast almost exactly 2 years ago. Like, I think in a week and a half or something is our anniversary. Was it second, right?
I can't remember when it was on top of my head, and I was gonna look before we started recording, but then I forgot.
That's fine. It's coming up though, guys.
It is
November of 2020 for sure, and I am so excited. I'm like, we've been doing this for 2 years and have been having a blast. And
November 16th.
Oh my god,
November 16th.
Wow.
I knew it was 15 or 16. I just couldn't remember when.
Yeah, so it's like a week away, week and a half away. And I'm like, we've done a lot. We've hit 70 episodes, and we have so many more episodes planned. So don't worry. Even if we take a hiatus in the summer, we're coming back.
Eventually, yeah.
Yeah, eventually.
Eventually. And also thanks to anyone who has stayed with us this entire 2 years.
Yeah.
You guys. And also, if you have stayed with us, let us know. I genuinely want to know who's been with us from the start, because I don't even know. And hopefully, if you're new listening, you stick around another 2 years and longer. However long this goes on, which I hope is quite a while.
Right.
So, yeah, I just thought that I'm like, just the idea that there probably are some people that have been listening from the very beginning.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Probably some that we knew prior to, and then some that have come along, and we're grateful for all the listeners and viewers of our podcast. And we've had a lot of growth. We've had a lot of conversations. We've done some Instagram lives, so we may do some again. And I know we have a kind of tentative plan for the next few months prior to Lone Star coming back. We actually haven't officially gotten word as to when they are coming back. So we're thinking it's going to be in January, but it's up to Fox, and we'll find out soon, hopefully.
I mean, it's going to be in January. I think we know that. We just don't know like what date exactly.
Yeah. We'll know when we know, but like it's good enough right now that we know that they are coming back.
And
then we're getting season 4.
Yeah, 4. And I think
can you believe we're in season 4?
Our baby's turning 4.
I know. It's a toddler now.
And then we got the moody older child that's 911 that keeps having mood swings because it doesn't know what it was. But we love it anyway.
Yeah, so we do have some plans. We have some plans for upcoming episodes. I think we're going to do a dive into some of the 911 episodes since they're currently airing right now. I know we're going to have some of our usual like theories and wish lists and goodies. So we'll have some events coming up soon, or at least, and if you want us to talk about something, let us know, please.
Yes.
I
We
know.
want to give you the episodes that you want to hear.
Yeah. We always love hearing listener feedback and listener ideas because we're doing this for you guys after all. I mean, maybe a bit for ourselves, but
Maybe like mostly for ourselves, but then like
Yeah,
people
mostly.
listen. So yeah, we'll also do
see,
what you want.
you guys do us a big favor because we get to have a perfectly valid excuse to talk for 2 straight hours about a random show.
2 straight hours.
Sometimes
Maybe 3.
Yeah, we've had a few 3-hour episodes, huh? And amen, props to Katie for stuffing it out.
The editing
for us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks for editing my tangents.
Oh, you're good. I want to circle back. This is driving me nuts, but I want to talk about the other things I'm watching.
Oh, do it.
And it's kind of driving me nuts because I'm very excited about it.
Okay.
Tell us.
Okay, so I think it's no surprise to anybody that I watch too much stuff.
I mean,
like I had to write my full-on list. So currently I'm watching The Rookie, which I'm obsessed with. It's like I'm currently like people are talking about it and people are like, oh my god, it's like the best slow burn ever. It literally is. Like now we're on like season 5, and like if you watch it from like the season 1 to now, you're like, okay, that's a real good slow burn. And then now they have like a Feds show, which honestly is like the best one like out there. So I'm like real into that. And I watched Chicago PD and Chicago Fire, and then I watched Station 18 in Greece. But yeah, that's my TV rant.
There you go.
We adore that.
Yes. I'm glad you're able to watch some TV. We have Hulu Live right now, but we basically just watch football with it.
Yeah. See, we've always my family like watches a lot of TV, so we have cable and that kind of stuff. Like we've always had like too many channels.
Right.
So like, and yeah, I'm also watching Fire Country, but I think we kind of figured that out.
Yeah, we talked.
I'm the only one here who has not watched Fire Country.
Oh my god, yeah.
We need to figure out how to get her to watch it.
I know.
I think you'd enjoy it.
I enjoy most. Well, I never got into Chicago Fire, but I enjoy a lot of different first responder shows. So. And if Billy Burke's in there, I like Billy Burke. He's a good actor.
I like a lot of people were kind of hesitant going into because they're like, oh, I don't know if it's gonna be like he is in Lone Star, and honestly, I don't really see. Not really. Like in the first episode, he's a little rough, but like,
yeah.
I mean, that's also just the aura that he gives.
There's like only one character on that show that I absolutely do not like.
Who?
Jake. I cannot stand him.
Thank you. I do not
so
either.
Annoying.
Oh my gosh.
Every episode I record my reactions, and every episode I'm like, God, he's so annoying, and like stuff.
I gotta send you something I saw on their Twitter today, but
I think I know what you're talking about.
Billy doing the yeah.
That was so funny. I reposted on my story, and I was hilarious. Like, oh my god.
Yes, I do. I love Billy. I've been a fan of Billy Burks for years. I mean, even before he was Bella's dad in Twilight.
The only good thing about Twilight.
Honestly, but people were be like, how did Billy go from being a cop in one show to being a firefighter and being a firefighter again? And I was like reading.
He was a firefighter before he was a cop as Bella's dad because he was in Ladder 49.
Well, I think the people that are saying this are a little bit younger, so they don't know that.
That's
like
fair.
I knew that, but
he was also on a TV series called Revolution. That was not a cop nor firefighter, just saying, because there was no.
I think they're talking about the I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people, I mean, his job is basically the head of a fire company. So, I mean, like, he's kind of got the same job as Billy at the, when we first met Billy in Lone Star. So I know there's a lot of like, is he going to be like Billy and Billy Tyson? And I'm glad his character's name is not Billy something.
I swear to God.
It's
oh my God, that'd be so confusing. Can you imagine?
Billy, and oh, look up there, Billy. Oh, look up there. There's another Billy.
It would have been funny if they decided to do Bill or Will.
Yeah. And I just want to be like, God damn it.
It's funny because like there's so many names that are just so like so I don't want to call them basic, but like generic, I guess is maybe a better word. And so like there'll be like
Mhm.
multiple Eddies on different shows.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Like I watched like 3 different shows that all have a character that had named Eddie in it, and I'm like, okay.
Mhm.
I mean, Eddie's a good name.
I mean, it's not a bad
But,
name. I'm
like-
just saying it's kind of common.
Yeah. Oh, no, I'm agreeing. It's a good name, but it's common.
It's just funny.
So, you guys think of anything else we want to share? Really did not think we were gonna have more news by the time we did this episode.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got a lot recently.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we haven't gotten a lot of Lone Star stuff, but I think Owen got a motorcycle.
Oh, I saw that because there had been articles saying that he was gonna have a midlife crisis. Then they posted that the other day, and everyone's like,
Again? He's had like a million midlife crises. He has like 3 midlife crises every season, and it's getting a little old.
"That's relatable." 'Cause,
What
like,
would
the Owen haters are gonna eat that up.
Oh,
I think it would-
please! I'm sick of Owen haters.
I don't
What-
like. I know people that like I'm friends with that don't like going in. That's okay, but like I don't know.
The really extreme ones, the ones that actually make themselves heard, are annoying. That's just me. That's just me.
I'm
At the
50-50
same time,
on it.
I'm still rolling my eyes at Owen, just like, okay, please stop giving this man midlife crisis. Give someone a quarter life crisis, please. We have younger people on the team. You can give them a quarter life crisis.
It gives Mateo a crisis.
Oh gosh. Oh man.
Did he just have one in the relationship that shall not be named?
I forgot about that one again.
I knew I forgot something. I know you guys talking about Owen and then the motorcycle. I was like, I hope he doesn't like start like being a bad influence on Gabriel. God.
Oh boy.
Oh my god, can you just imagine them tearing up the town in motorcycles and then both of their sons just being like, I don't know him.
God. I'm coming to the wedding on their motorcycles. I'm sorry.
A wedding.
I mean, this would make an epic fanfic.
Oh God. Stop before I start laughing and coughing at the same time.
I'm so excited for the wedding. Like
I
I'm so
am
excited.
I don't know if this is true, but I heard they're filming it soon, and I'm like, I don't know if that's true, but
So it's not going to be at the beginning, maybe. So it'll be a couple episodes in.
because the last time I heard, and this was a couple weeks ago, they said they were. Natasha said they were filming. I believe it was like 5, 6, and 7, or 6, 7, or something along the lines of that. I'd have to go look back at.
Yeah, we're in early November, so they've definitely been filming for about 2 months now.
Yeah, because they started in September
Yeah, so
they
it's been
filmed
2
for a
months.
good bit.
So they
or
should
end of
definitely be
August.
done
early
with the first
September.
2 episodes. So yeah, 4, 5, 6, or 5, 6, 7 makes sense. Here's what I hope's not going to happen: that we have a 4-part season opener.
I really hope not. Like I loved the one last year, but like there
That's
comes
because
a
they
point,
did it good.
yeah, like we saw 911 do it bad, like in season 5. So like if it was like that, like I was glad that 911's emergency in their first episode only lasted an episode, because honestly I'm kind of over the multi-episode things if they're not good.
I had to think
Yeah,
about it for a second.
only
Like,
if
what
they're
was the
good.
emergency in the beginning? I'm like, the only reason why I remember
It wasn't
is 'cause
even
the
like a
people who were the
true like
pilots of the-
emergency episode.
For me, yeah, the like big emergency was everything with Athena. That was
Oh
what
yeah,
was
I
going
totally
on.
agree.
So,
I'm so excited
yeah,
to talk about it.
I'm so excited. Yes,
I'm so excited for everything. I'm excited to be back. It feels right
Yes.
again. I'm excited to talk about all the 911s
Yes.
that eventually
Not
talk
that
about
we
the Lone
don't
Stars.
already do that, because we've been talking every week basically all summer. So it's not like we've been doing it. We just haven't been
Oh yeah,
recording
we've
it.
we've still seen enough each other. It's just we haven't had this.
Yes. So
Again.
I'm excited
Yeah.
to have this again. Yes.
it's gonna be epic, guys. What's this?
Yes,
Our
yeah.
3rd season now.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah. 70th episode starting, 3rd season. We've got, season 6 of 911, season 4 of Lone Stars coming soon. Yeah, we got a lot of great content coming your way.
Guys, Just imagine when we hit episode 100.
I
It's coming
know.
now.
I know. I was
Coming down the
mapping
line.
it up like to see when it would hit it. As long as everything stays how it is now and like air dates are right, I was like trying to see. when it
Oh,
would
Let's see if we'll
yeah.
hit it this season. I imagine we probably will, but
We will. I think we
later.
will. I forget when I would hit.
Well, it also depends on how many breaks they take and how they do the whole
I've-
911
I don't-
star plan.
Yeah. Like we all know 911's gonna take like a 4-month break until March
Yeah.
and stuff. And I don't know, people are speculating that Lone Star won't take any breaks, but I'm like, I think last year they only ended up taking like a week. No, they did have 2 breaks, but I really don't think they'll do that again.
Yeah, but even if they just have like 2 breaks, that's not going to be that big a deal. And
Yeah.
I honestly like having it kind of go straight through, because I remember watching series when there would be like 2 months break, or one would go off for 2 weeks, and then you wouldn't know when it would come back.
I know, I hate that.
And then
'cause
you'd
I'm like,
miss the
what
comeback
hell?
episodes. Then you'd have to start over again, or be lucky if you could catch it. So like, I'm glad that we have a little more of an idea.
Yeah.
And Lone Star's just getting to that point where you can't just like binge it in like a weekend, like
Yeah.
lengthwise for episodes, because
Don't
there's,
challenge me. I
okay, I
can
won't
do it.
challenge
Let me just not go to work for a weekend.
Okay.
That's
Oh, boy.
literally all I work is weekends. Like all of the
Yeah.
weekend I work.
Same, but I also same. It's like it's literally yep.
But
Yeah, we'll have to, maybe we can figure out a way to do like our live reactions, or like rewatching an episode or 2 each season.
I know.
That would be
I
fun.
vote the first one to be Jinx.
You love that episode.
I know.
We do love
did
that
watch
episode.
that recently
Yeah.
again.
We did.
And wasn't that, yeah. And it still is just as hilarious it was the first time.
It's
All of
funny
it?
every time. I've seen it
Yeah.
probably like at least 20 times, and it's still just as funny every time you watch it.
And
Oh,
it's
for
so
damn sure.
funny how like when we're talking, we have computer issues, or we joke about something, we're like Hildy, and all the stuff with Eddie and the Hildy stuff, and then the Jinx stuff. Yeah.
I know, like when we're talking about recording, Grace has the nerve to be like, "Oh, I really hope we don't have any issues on Thursday," and I told her not to jinx it.
No.
Well, see, we got it out. Katie lost her microphone, had to rejoin during that meeting.
Okay,
So far,
okay.
knock, 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 knock.
I'm knocking on wood.
We're knocking on a lot of wood. Hey, we've gone through the episode. So
Now, what was it? Spin 7 times, or and which way?
ring the bells counterclockwise, some sort of sacrifice.
And it's funny because there's several shows I watch that have done like a Jinx sort of episode, like The Rookie did a like Q-word episode. I know other shows I watch have done it too, and I always find it so funny. Like I'm like, oh my god. Like
Yeah.
now I kind of want to go watch just find like
Right.
every show that's ever done Jinx, Q-word, that kind of stuff
Yeah.
thing, and just watch them all.
Right.
Yeah.
It's so funny that you bring that up, because it happened in real life a couple months ago. My roommate was in the hospital, and we're in the ER, and it wasn't for her, but it was they called a specialist downstairs to do a consult, and he comes down, and the ER was quiet. There wasn't a lot of people down there, and the doctor comes down and he's like, "Oh, you guys aren't very busy today, are you?" And I was like, I even yelled out of my roommate's room, like, "Don't say that!" And like 3 or 4 of the nurses and a couple of the other doctors like, "Don't talk about that. Leave. Like, don't even put that into existence."
Yeah.
And I'm like, so it happens in real life. It's not just something they put on TV. Like, it happens in ERs all the time.
Oh my god, it happens
Yes.
in like any job. Like at my work, my coworkers will say that. I'm like, do you really want me to have a busy day? Like, you get to leave, but I don't.
Right?
Listen, sometimes I'll intentionally jinx my work simply so we get paid. Because like if like half
sometimes
of
your
our
benefits up.
salaries are gonna be tips that we have to share, then fuck yeah, I want to get a lot of tips so that we all get a higher percentage. So I'll just be like, man, it's awfully quiet. No retractions.
Sometimes I'll be leaving and I'll be like, quiet, quiet,
Sometimes it
quiet.
works.
I want you to get slammed so that way you can't keep up. Payback.
That is fair.
Well, I think we've ended our little adventure with our first podcast back, and I don't know, I think we're on the right track for a great season. And let us know again if there's things you want us to talk about, to do, or if you just have questions for us in general. We'll answer what we can. We're not affiliated with 911 or Lone Star, so we're not going to be able to tell you things that we don't we don't have control of.
I know people always think like that. I don't know, somehow when I post, people are like, what's gonna happen on Lone Star? And I'm like, I don't freaking know. Like, why are you asking me?
I guess.
I think I work in the show. I wish I did.
There's gonna be,
but then we'd be under a whole bunch of NDAs. So
yes.
Yeah. Somebody told me today that they know somebody that's an extra on Lone Star, like the episode they're filming right now, and I'm like, and I also know somebody that was an extra in the season 6 premiere of 911.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
that's cool. Shows like those, they need a lot of extras. So.
Especially when there's chaos, which season 601 definitely had it.
Yeah,
that was a lot of chaos. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for joining and listening to us again. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast on Anchor. We're also on Spotify, Apple, and Google Podcasts, and everywhere you can get your podcasts now. On iTunes and Spotify, don't hesitate to rate us and leave us a review. It would mean a lot to us. You can follow the podcast on our socials at 911 LS Roundup on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and also on TikTok. As we talked about earlier, you can join our Discord server. The link will be in the description of this podcast and also in our Instagram bio.
You guys can follow me, Katie F. Love Tarlos, on Instagram and TikTok.
You guys can follow me, Grace, at Ronan Rafa 911 on Instagram and at CheapGirl31 on Twitter.
You can follow me as EJ8302 on Instagram and Twitter.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.